Hi guys, it's me Jessie and welcome back to my channel. In case you're new here, my name is Jess and I love doing DIY, making clothes in a simple but pretty way. In today's video, I'm going to share with you how I make my wedding guest dress. This pretty dress is not difficult to make and in fact it's quite simple with just a few basic rectangles. That's why I hope you guys will like it and try it out. And let's get started. The first step is making the pattern for the dress. To make the front bodice pattern, I draw a straight line and a horizontal line cutting each other at one point. From the first straight line, I draw another one at 26 cm away from it. It's the length from above the breast to the belly button. Allowance before cutting, and we will have the inside front bodice pattern after that. You will need to cut this pattern in fold fabric at the horizontal line. Moving to the outside front bodice pattern, I draw a straight line and a horizontal line cutting each other first. From the first straight line, I keep drawing another one at 54 cm away from it. It's 2 times the length of the inside front bodice plus 2 cm. From the cutting point on the first straight line, I mark up 20 cm, which is a quarter of my bust size. From the cutting point on the second straight line, I mark up 17 cm, which is a quarter of my waist size. Then connect two marks together. I add 1 cm for seam allowance before cutting, and we will have the outside front bodice pattern after that. You will need to cut this pattern in fold fabric at the horizontal line. The back bodice pattern of this dress is a rectangle with 30 cm length, which is the length from above the breast to the belly button plus 2 cm for seam allowance, and 80 cm width, which is my bust size. The skirt pattern of this dress is also from 2 rectangles. The measurement of each rectangle is 80 cm width, which is the same width of the back bodice pattern on my bust size, and 90 cm length, which is the length from the belly button to the ankle plus 2 cm for seam allowance. I also want to have the side pocket for this dress for the functional use, so I create a simple pocket pattern for it. I cut a rectangle with 20 cm width, which is the width of the pocket that I want, and 30 cm length, which is the length of the pocket. I mark in the middle of one length line first, then drawing a curved line from that mark to connect to one end of the other length line, and we will have the side pocket pattern after cutting. Now let's start sewing this dress. I use 2.2 meters of linen fabric in the beautiful floral printing for this DIY. The width of my fabric is 140 cm. I also use a half meter of white cotton fabric for the lining part of the dress. I started with the bodice part of the dress first. At the outside front bodice, I create some folds at two sides of it with around 1.5 cm width for each folding. It's up to you to create the same width or the different width of each. I sew to keep them stay there, and doing the same for the other side of the front bodice. After sewing, I iron it to keep on the folds stay nicely together. The next step is connecting the inside front bodice and the outside front bodice together at the top of the front bodice. and we will finish the front bodice piece after sewing. After that, I keep drawing another horizontal line at 1.5 centimeter and a half centimeter away from each other, then sewing. By doing this way, I will create a fabric hole with a half centimeter, and each fabric hole will be 1.5 centimeter away from each other. At the top fabric hole, I use a 0.8 cm width of the elastic band with 38 cm length to go through the fabric hole. For the rest of the fabric hole, I use 0.3 cm width elastic band with the same length. After putting the elastic band through the fabric hole, sew two ends of the elastic band to two ends of the fabric holes to keep them from moving. Make sure the final width of the back bodice at the top will be 38 cm, which is the half of my bust size minus 2 cm. And the final width of the back bodice at the bottom will be 32 cm, which is the half of my waist size minus 2 cm. Now I'm connecting the front and the back bodice together at the side lines. Make sure the back bodice will be in the middle between the outside and the inside front bodice. After that, I connect two pieces of the skirt together at two side lines and sewing. width of the gathering fabric will be the same at the end of the front bodice, so we can connect them together later. The last step is connecting the bodice and the skirt together at the waist and sewing. And I finished this DIY. Here is my final result. I really love how this dress turns out. It's not only feminine but also a bit elegant and sexy. It also helps to hide my fat belly too. Just perfect for the cocktail wedding guest dress. I hope you guys will like it and try it out soon. See you next week.